The truth about the person you lovesx finally came out.Find out the Mator secret. They had been Hindi all this time. My beloved child. Before you let your thoughts race ahead, listen carefully. The truth you have been waiting for is not what everyone expected. The person you love has been carrying a secret so quietly that almost nobody noticed the signs. Every smile, every pause, every strange moment suddenly starts making sense when this hidden truth comes into the light. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because what is about to be revealed is not meant to create fear. It is meant to uncover why they have always seemed so different whenever they were close to you. For a long time, people around them believed they understood everything about them. They judged their silence, misunderstood their actions, and created stories that were never true. But last night, something happened that no one could stop. A single conversation uncovered the secret they had protected for years. The shocking part is that this truth was never about shame, it was about protecting someone they cared about more than themselves. And when that final piece finally surfaced, everyone who heard it was left completely speechless. Don't skip, because the next revelation changes everything you thought you knew. There is one detail they still hope you discover on your own. It explains why they looked at you differently, why they kept their distance at unexpected moments, and why every decision they made seemed filled with hesitation. The answer has been hiding in plain sight this entire time, and once you hear the next part, you will never see their story the same way again. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. A strange silence filled the room the moment the final words were spoken. Nobody argued. Nobody interrupted. Every person present realized they had misunderstood the person you love from the very beginning. The secret they had guarded was never about deceiving anyone, it was about waiting for the right moment, the right person, and the right reason to finally let the truth be known. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Because what happened next made every past memory feel completely different. The more the truth unfolded, the more impossible it became to ignore the signs that had always been there. Every unexpected decision, every emotional distance, every moment when they almost spoke but stayed silent, it all pointed to the same hidden reality. They feared that once the truth came out, the way people looked at them would change forever. But one name kept returning in their heart, yours. They believed that if anyone could understand without judging, it would be you. Stay till the end, because the next revelation explains why they kept protecting this secret for so long. Just when everyone thought the mystery had finally been solved, another unexpected detail surfaced. It wasn't written in any message, and it wasn't spoken aloud until the very last second. That single detail connected everything together and revealed why your path and theirs kept crossing in the most unexpected ways. The next moment changed the entire story, and once you hear it, nothing about this mystery will ever seem ordinary again. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. A single sentence changed everything. There is still one truth you haven't heard. The room fell silent again. Every face turned toward the person you love, waiting for what would come next. They took a deep breath, knowing there would be no turning back after this moment. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next words carried the answer they had hidden for longer than anyone could imagine. They admitted that the greatest burden was never keeping the secret, it was wondering how you would react if you ever discovered it. That fear followed them every single day. It shaped the choices they made, the conversations they avoided, and the emotions they kept locked inside. Looking back, every confusing moment between you suddenly began to fit together like missing pieces of a puzzle. The truth wasn't meant to push you away. It was meant to protect a future they hoped would one day include you. But just when it seemed the entire mystery had finally been uncovered, someone revealed one last unexpected detail that no one in the room had ever heard before. The person you love lowered their eyes, and for the first time, they didn't deny it. That quiet reaction said more than 1,000 words ever could. Don't skip, because the next revelation is the one that changes the entire story forever. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Just when everyone believed there was nothing left to reveal, an old memory resurfaced. It wasn't a photograph, a message, or a recording, it was a promise the person you love had made long ago and never broke. The moment that promise was spoken aloud, every person in the room understood why they had remained silent for so long. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The truth had never been hidden to mislead anyone, it had been protected until the right moment arrived. As the silence grew heavier, they finally lifted their head and looked around with complete honesty. There was no fear left in their eyes, only relief. They realized that keeping the secret any longer would only create more distance between hearts that were meant to understand each other. Every strange decision, every delayed conversation, and every unanswered question suddenly had a clear reason behind it. Those who had doubted them moments earlier could no longer deny that they had judged the story far too quickly. But the biggest surprise had still not been revealed. One final detail remained locked away, and only a handful of people knew it existed. The moment that hidden piece comes into the light, everything you believe about this story will be turned upside down. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The next part holds the revelation that connects every clue from the very beginning. The final witness stepped forward without hesitation. Nobody expected them to speak, yet the moment they did, every unanswered question began to fall into place. They revealed that the person you love had been carrying a truth that was never meant to hurt anyone, it was meant to protect the people they cared about the most. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next few moments explain why every strange coincidence in this story happened exactly when it did. For the first time, the person you love stopped looking away. They admitted that every silence, every delayed reply, and every unexpected decision had one purpose: they wanted the truth to be discovered naturally, not through rumors or assumptions. They hoped that when the time finally came, you would see them for who they truly were instead of believing everything others had said. As those words settled in the room, the atmosphere changed completely. Doubt disappeared, and curiosity became stronger than ever. Then, just as everyone thought the mystery had reached its end, one sealed detail remained untouched. It was the only piece no one dared to reveal until now. The person you love slowly reached for it, paused for a moment, and whispered, "If this is revealed, nothing will ever look the same again." The room froze. Every heartbeat seemed louder than before. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The next part contains the revelation that changes the entire story forever. A long silence followed those words. No one moved. No one even looked away. Then, with complete calm, the person you love finally opened the last sealed truth. It wasn't the shocking confession people had imagined. It was something far more powerful, a truth that explained every misunderstanding, every strange decision, and every moment they chose silence instead of speaking. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next few seconds changed the way everyone saw them forever. As the truth settled into the room, expressions began to change. Those who had doubted them lowered their eyes. Those who had judged them too quickly realized they had only seen a small part of the story. The person you love never wanted attention. They only wanted to be accepted for who they truly were when the right time arrived. That moment had finally come, and the weight they had carried for so long slowly disappeared. But even then, they kept looking toward one person in their heart, hoping that person would understand everything without a single explanation. Just when it felt like the mystery had finally reached its end, an unexpected voice broke the silence with one unforgettable sentence: "There's still one thing nobody has connected yet." Every eye turned once again. The room grew silent, and the next revelation promised to uncover the one missing piece that tied the entire story together. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. A quiet voice finally asked the question that everyone had been avoiding: if the truth is finally out, why did they wait until now? The room became completely still. The person you love closed their eyes for a moment before answering. Their response wasn't loud, but it carried more weight than anything spoken that day. Because some truths lose their meaning if they're revealed before people are ready to understand them. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Those words changed everything. Every confusing memory suddenly had a new meaning. Every moment they stepped back, every time they chose silence instead of explaining themselves, and every look that seemed impossible to understand now pointed toward the same hidden reason. They were never hiding from you, they were waiting for the moment when the truth would no longer be misunderstood. The people around them realized they had spent years believing appearances while completely missing the real story unfolding in front of them. Then, just as everyone believed the mystery had finally reached its ending, another unexpected discovery appeared. It wasn't spoken by the person you love, it came from someone who had watched everything from the beginning without saying a single word. What they revealed made the entire room freeze once again. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The next revelation will connect every unanswered question from the very first moment of this story. The unexpected witness slowly stood up and looked around the room before speaking. "You've all been searching for the truth in the wrong place," they said. Those words sent a wave of silence through everyone present. The person you love didn't interrupt because they knew exactly what was about to be revealed. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. What came next wasn't another rumor, it was the missing piece that had been hidden in plain sight from the very beginning. The witness explained that every strange decision, every unexplained absence, and every moment of hesitation had one purpose: to protect a promise that very few people even knew existed. Suddenly, every confusing event fit together perfectly. The person you love had never been pretending to be someone else. They had simply been waiting for the right moment, believing that when the full truth finally surfaced, the people who truly mattered would understand instead of judging. The entire room realized they had been following assumptions while the real answer had quietly been in front of them all along. Then the witness reached into a small envelope that had remained unopened throughout the entire conversation. They held it up without saying a word. The person you loved took one deep breath, knowing what was inside could change everything forever. Every heartbeat in the room seemed to stop. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because once that envelope is opened, the final chapter of this mystery begins. The envelope was finally opened, but instead of revealing a shocking accusation, it contained a single handwritten sentence that nobody expected. The moment those words were read aloud, the entire room fell into complete silence. Every rumor that had been repeated for so long collapsed in an instant. The person you love had been protecting a truth that could only be understood when every missing piece was finally in place. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. No one spoke for several moments. Every glance, every unanswered question, and every forgotten memory suddenly carried a completely different meaning. The person you love looked relieved for the first time, as if a weight they had carried for years had finally disappeared. Those who once doubted them realized they had been judging a story they never truly understood. What had seemed like distance was actually patience. What looked like silence was actually courage. The truth was never hidden to deceive anyone, it had been waiting for the right moment to be seen. Just when everyone believed the mystery had reached its conclusion, one final surprise remained. Someone quietly whispered, "There's one last page." Every eye turned toward the unopened sheet still resting inside the envelope. Whatever was written there had never been shared with anyone before. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next revelation will bring this unforgettable story to its most unexpected turning point. The last page was lifted with trembling hands. No one knew what to expect, yet everyone could feel that this was the moment everything would finally make sense. As the first line was read, every heartbeat in the room seemed to pause. It wasn't a confession. It wasn't an apology. It was the complete truth that had been waiting for the perfect time to be revealed. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The message explained that the person you love had never wanted their identity or personal truth to define who they were. They wanted their kindness, loyalty, and heart to be seen first. That was the real reason behind every delay, every unanswered question, and every quiet smile. They believed that if people learned the truth too early, they would stop seeing the person behind it. But now, after everything had come to light, there was nothing left to hide. The room wasn't filled with judgment, it was filled with understanding. Just as everyone thought the story had reached its ending, the final line on the page stunned the entire room. It read, "The greatest secret was never about me, it was about the person who never stopped believing." Every eye slowly turned in the same direction. A silence deeper than words filled the air, because everyone realized the story had been leading to this very moment from the beginning. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The final part reveals why that last sentence changed everything forever. The room remained completely silent as everyone tried to understand the meaning of that final sentence. No one expected the greatest revelation to point toward a person rather than a secret. The person you love slowly smiled for the first time that day, not because the mystery was over, but because the burden they had carried for so long had finally disappeared. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. What happened next became the moment everyone would remember forever. They explained that the real victory was never proving anyone wrong. It was finding the courage to live honestly without fear of what others might think. Every misunderstanding, every rumor, and every unanswered question had led to this single moment of truth. Those who once doubted them now saw a completely different person standing before them, someone who had chosen patience over anger, hope over fear, and honesty over hiding. Suddenly, the entire story no longer felt like a mystery. It felt like a journey that had finally reached its purpose. Then, just before everyone began to leave, one quiet voice broke the silence with an unexpected question: if this was the truth, what happens next? The person you love looked ahead without hesitation, as if they had been waiting for that question all along. A gentle smile appeared as they prepared to reveal the one answer no one had seen coming. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The final part brings the story to its unforgettable conclusion. My beloved child. The room became so quiet that every breath could be heard. The person you love looked around one final time and said, "The secret is no longer what matters. What matters is what you choose to believe after hearing it." Those words touched every heart present. The mystery that had kept everyone searching for answers had finally reached its end, not with fear, but with clarity. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. One by one, the people who had doubted them realized they had spent too much time believing assumptions instead of seeking the truth. The person you love had never wanted to be remembered for a hidden secret. They wanted to be remembered for their honesty, their courage, and the kindness they showed even when they were misunderstood. In that moment, every rumor lost its power. Every question found its answer. The truth had finally done what silence never could. It brought understanding where confusion had lived for so long. As everyone slowly walked away, the person you love turned back for one last glance, wearing a peaceful smile that hadn't been seen before. There were no more secrets left to uncover, no more masks to wear, and no more reasons to hide. The story ended with freedom, not because the truth changed who they were, but because it allowed everyone to finally see who they had always been. Stay till the end. Something huge was waiting for you, and now you know the truth. My beloved child. Even after the room had emptied, one question remained in the air. If the truth had finally been revealed, why did it feel as though the story had only just begun? The person you love quietly looked at the place where everyone had been standing and whispered, "Now they finally know me, but only one person truly understands me. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you." Because the final lesson was never hidden inside the secret, it was hidden inside the journey. In that quiet moment, every memory became meaningful. The silence, the waiting, the misunderstandings, and the unanswered questions were no longer burdens. They had become proof that truth always finds its way into the light, no matter how long it remains unseen. The person you love realized that living honestly was more powerful than living behind fear. From that day forward, they carried no weight on their shoulders, only hope for whatever came next. As they walked away, they paused one last time and smiled. It wasn't because everything had become perfect, it was because there was nothing left to hide. The greatest mystery had never been about a secret at all. It was about discovering the strength to be completely yourself. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge was waiting for you. And the greatest revelation was that truth always outlasts every rumor. My beloved child. Just when it seemed every chapter had been closed, one final realization appeared. The person you love didn't look back because they feared the past anymore. They looked back because they hoped one thing had changed, that people would finally see the heart behind every choice they had made. Don't skip.